everybody. Father Rich Jasper from Immaculate Conception and St. Jude Mission Church. Today is Friday, the first week of Lent, and it is February 27th. Today's gospel is the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5, verses 20 to 26. Matthew writes, Jesus said to his disciples, I tell you, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to your ancestors, you shall not kill, and whoever kills will be liable to judgment. But I say to you, whoever is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Rakah, will be answerable to the Sanhedrin. And whoever says, you fool, will be liable to fiery Gehenna. Therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar and there recall that your brother has anything against you, leave your gift there at the altar. Go first and be reconciled with your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Settle with your opponent quickly while on the way to court. Otherwise, your opponent will hand over you to the judge, and the judge will hand you over to the guard, and you will be thrown into prison. Amen, I say to you, you will not be released until you have paid the last penny. I have been a brat in my life, especially as a teenager, and I remember a lot of times going to Mass with my mom, and at the sign of peace, when it came time for her and I to turn to each other, I would refuse to give her that peace. See, I told you I was a brat, and Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But my mom never refused, no matter how angry or upset she was, she never refused to offer me that gift of forgiveness and peace in that moment. And I think to myself, how beautiful is it in our Catholic Mass that right before we come to the altar to receive the one who has forgiven us, we turn to each other and truly offer that sign of peace and forgiveness. And normally, we're good with the people that are around us. But the bigger challenge is there are people that we are angry with. There are people that we hate. There are people that we won't forgive. And here the Lord, again, the challenge of the gospel is saying, look, if you are here, meaning at Mass, or even in your relationship with God, with a hardened heart, then you cannot come and fully receive the love that God longs to pour out into your life. And it's not because he doesn't want to. It's because we are refusing to receive it because we're coming to the altar with a hardened heart. We're refusing to allow Lent and mercy and the cross to break open our hearts to forgiveness so that we can love, so that we can forgive, so that we can present our gifts to the altar. And what is the gift that we are to present to the altar but our lives, our pure hearts, our souls? And we can't go home to God. Herein lies where the end of this gospel challenges. We can't go home to God fully, to be in the presence of his love for eternity, if we go back to him with hearts that are still closed, angry, bitter, and not willing to forgive. That's why he says at the very end, you won't be released until you've paid the last penny. He's really saying to us, look, you can't come fully home until you first fully give your heart to forgiveness. So offer it. Be willing to offer it. Be open to offering it. Pray, just like the other day. Ask, seek, knock. Don't be afraid to ask for it. And when your mom offers you the sign of peace at Mass, even when you're a brat, receive it and offer it back. That's how we are set free to offer our gift at the altar. God bless you.